So when was the last time you rescued somebody? And I'm talking about that heart-pounding, thrilling adventure of saving somebody. Well, I did rescue someone. Well, my friend and I rescued someone. My friend is Captain Craig of MSE Towing, and on a windy, stormy evening, we rescued someone.
So, Captain Craig, what's the situation right now?
Well, we've got a boat that's up in the weeds. Looks like it's pretty hard to drown. We're getting in some shallow water right now. Shallow water. We're in about a foot of water. We have to get a rope out to that boat. And make sure it's deep enough to where we can pull him out of there. So this is going to be more than just a simple soft grounding. We're going to have to call our insurance company back, who's paying us, and tell them that this is a little bit more than just soft grounding. He is 10 feet in the weeds, so that's what we're going to call.
And what Captain Craig explained to me is that when a boat is that far into the shallow area where he's not able to access it from his boat, it stops being a simple tow and becomes a salvage operation.
So, Captain Craig, why are we putting on the wetsuit here?
Well, the customer's in about a foot and a half of water. I can't get in there with my boat, so I have to walk the line to his boat, hook it up, and then hopefully get far enough out there to where we're in deep enough water to where we can pull him. You're gonna feed me line, okay? Make sure I got all the line I want.
So that's what I did. I fed out the line to Captain Craig, and he was concerned about the length of rope and being able to make it to that boat. So while I was feeding out that line, I was watching the spool getting smaller and smaller and smaller. Another thing I was really worried about was my friend in the water. You may not see it in the video, but there was a lot of lightning and thunder all around us, and him being in the water was of great concern to me. I was a little concerned about myself, too.
Yeah, this is fun. You may see some lightning here pretty soon. This is my last will and testament. It was a good life. Especially that last Grav Cap karaoke, that was fun. Of course, if I get hit by lightning, this thing will probably get torched too. So Captain Craig just went out, walked out the rope to attach to the boat. Now he's contacting the insurance company to get authorization to get the boat out of the water. So Captain Craig, what's the situation now?
We are going to hopefully be able to have enough thrust behind here to pull their nose around out into this 1 or 2 feet of water and pull them into deeper water, and hopefully they can start the boat up and drive away under their own power. And if not, we will assist them in getting to wherever they need to go.
So you went out to the actual customer and assessed the situation, and there's a good possibility they'll be able to leave under their own power?
Quite possible, unless somehow they've damaged their drives, but I don't think that that's the case. I'm no expert, but we'll see what happens.
All right, let's get the job done.
So you can hear the excitement in my voice, and I'm thinking to myself, all right, we're just going to yank this boat right out of the weeds. Yeah, not so much.
Nothing yet.
She's rocking. Doesn't seem to be pulling out though, but she's more buoyant now than she was a second ago. She's moving a little bit now. And the bow position holding pretty steady, just rocking back and forth, listing.
So after about 15 minutes of trying in vain to get this boat out of the water, Captain Craig realizes he's going to need help. He just cannot get enough thrust in the shallow water to get that bow of the boat to come out. So he makes the call.
Buddy? Yeah, I can hear you. You want to come out here? I need a second boat. All right, bye. Just head out to Foos and you'll find us.
Okay.
All right, bye.
Despite putting the call in for assistance from another captain, he still works on trying to get the boat out of the weeds. What you'll notice in the footage here is he's making a lot of slack in the line and then trying to do a slingshot effect to yank the boat out of the water. But that was not working. He just could not get enough thrust in that shallow of water.
Oh, are you really?
Water pumps. Oh, no. Fucking blow of sand.
Oh, jeez.
This shit. This is why this stuff is expensive, because you can see what kind of wear and tear I'm putting on my engines, my boat, my equipment.
I remember that one time you were cleaning one of those out, and it just gets all that stuff from the lake inside of it, right?
Yeah, sand. I mean, we're in sand right now. We're digging in sand. I mean, our props are in sand, our boat's in sand.
So if this boat were to make it out of the weeds, does it happen right away, or is it a gradual process?
And it starts coming and it starts coming and it starts coming.
Okay.
So I'm gonna try this angle here about that.
You may have heard Captain Craig mention that he was going to adjust his angle. He wanted an even more extreme angle to that bow of the boat. And when he did that and gunned his engine and turned the boat, it went almost vertical. Water was coming into the boat. I was holding on to whatever I could to keep from hitting something. But when he did that, this happened.
Wow, Captain Craig does it again. We got the boat coming out of the weeds. That was doubtful that we could do it, but when you're in the hands of a seasoned captain like Captain Craig and MSE, woo, all of the good days work. So it was that angle that you had to do, huh?
Yeah, it was all about the angle, yeah.
I noticed you progressively moved one side to another.
I got him. I'll still buy you a beer and I'll give you $50. So I got a drone sitting in front of me and I don't know who it is. a drone sitting in front of me. It just took off.
The drone was actually being flown by a local drone enthusiast who happened to fly over to us during our rescue, and as you saw, captured that exciting moment.
No, they got a little video of it, so you might be famous, Facebook famous. I might put it on my page too, just to. All right, will do, brother. Let me know how it goes. All right, get her running, and let me know what you get out playing, if she's feeling good, and or if you want me to bring it back. All right, let's go. Right.
But this ride sure isn't like when we came out, is it, Captain Craig?
Not at all. It picked up quite a bit out of the south.
Yeah, I can tell. Oh, God!
So wow, what an adventure. The interesting thing is, thunder and lightning everywhere, my friend in the water. At a certain point, I didn't care about the thunder and lightning. All I cared about was rescuing this boat. And it's a very strange feeling. Even now when I think back to it, I'm like, wow, we were in kind of a compromised, dangerous situation. But I was just solely focused on doing that rescue. So thank you, Captain Craig, for giving me a great adventure. And I look forward to more adventures in the future.